There is a quiet moment in your life right now that feels heavier than it should, as if something unseen is pressing gently against your spirit, asking you to pause and listen more closely than ever before. It may not be obvious at first, but this moment is not random. It is not empty. There is a sacred presence surrounding you, guiding your thoughts, softening your fears, and gently pulling you back towards something greater than what your eyes can see. God is reaching into your life in a way that cannot be measured by logic. And even though you may feel uncertain or tired, there is a divine purpose unfolding behind every feeling you carry. God is reminding you that not every delay is a denial, and not every silence is abandonment. There are times when the path becomes unclear, when doors seem closed, and when answers feel distant. But in those moments, something deeper is happening. Your spirit is being strengthened, your patience is being refined, and your faith is being prepared for something that requires a stronger version of you. You may not realize it yet, but what feels like a standstill is actually a moment of alignment. God is positioning you exactly where you need to be, even if it doesn't match the timing you had hoped for. There have been nights when your thoughts felt louder than your prayers, when doubt whispered questions that you didn't know how to answer. You may have wondered if anyone was truly listening, if your efforts were seen, or if your heart's quiet cries were reaching beyond the walls around you. In those moments, Archangel Michael has been closer than you think. His presence has stood guard over your spirit, protecting you from energies that seek to weaken your light. Even when you felt alone, there has been a divine protection surrounding you, shielding you from what you were never meant to carry. God is guiding you to understand that your journey is not meant to mirror anyone else's. The comparisons that have quietly taken root in your mind are not reflections of truth. They are distractions meant to pull you away from your own unique path. What is meant for you will not pass you by. What is destined for your life is already aware of your name, your heart, and your timing. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where your soul needs to be to receive what is coming next. There are signs appearing in your life that you may have overlooked. Small moments of coincidence, unexpected feelings of calm in the middle of chaos, sudden clarity after confusion. These are not accidents. These are gentle signals from the divine, reminding you that you are being guided every step of the way. God is communicating with you in ways that go beyond words, asking you to trust not just what you see, but what you feel deep within your spirit. The more you begin to notice these signs, the more you will realize that you have never been walking this path alone. Archangel Michael is working to remove unseen obstacles from your journey, clearing paths that you cannot yet see. There are things that have been delayed not to frustrate you, but to protect you. There are connections that did not last because they were never aligned with your true purpose. And there are opportunities that did not unfold because something better is already being prepared. It may not make sense right now, but one day you will look back and understand why things had to happen the way they did. God wants you to release the weight of trying to control everything. There is a difference between effort and force, between action and pressure. You have been carrying responsibilities, expectations, and worries that were never meant to rest entirely on your shoulders. You are allowed to breathe. You are allowed to trust. You are allowed to let go of the constant need to figure everything out. Divine timing is not something you can rush, but it is something you can align with through trust and patience. There is also a quiet healing taking place within you. Old wounds, past disappointments, and unspoken pain are being gently brought to the surface, not to hurt you again, but to finally be released. This process may feel uncomfortable at times, but it is necessary. You are being prepared for a version of your life that requires a lighter heart and a clearer mind. God is not just changing your circumstances. God is transforming you from within, shaping your spirit into something stronger, wiser, and more aligned with your true purpose. As you move forward, you may begin to notice a shift in how you see things. Situations that once felt overwhelming may start to feel manageable. Thoughts that once filled you with fear may begin to lose their power. This is not coincidence. This is growth. This is the result of divine guidance working quietly within you, helping you become the person you are meant to be. Archangel Michael continues to stand beside you, offering strength in moments of weakness and clarity in moments of confusion. God is asking you to trust what is being built, even if you cannot yet see the final outcome. There is something beautiful forming in your life, something that is worth the wait, worth the struggle, and worth the uncertainty. You are not being forgotten. You are being prepared. Every step you take, even the ones that feel small or uncertain, is leading you closer to a moment that will make everything make sense. Right now, you are standing in a space between what was and what is about to be. It may feel unfamiliar, even uncomfortable, but it is sacred. It is a place of transformation, a place where your faith is deepened and your spirit is aligned with something greater than your current understanding. God is holding you in this space with care, guiding you gently forward, reminding you that you are safe, you are seen, and you are never alone. And even in this very moment, as you listen and reflect, there is a quiet assurance being placed within your heart that something is about to change. That quiet assurance growing inside you is not your imagination, and it is not something fragile that will fade away. It is a signal, a sacred stirring that something within your life is beginning to shift in ways you cannot fully explain yet. God is awakening a deeper awareness inside your spirit, allowing you to sense changes before they become visible. This feeling you carry, this subtle knowing that something is about to unfold, is the beginning of a new alignment that has been forming long before you noticed it. There have been seasons where everything felt uncertain, where you questioned your direction, your decisions, and even your own worth. You may have tried to hold everything together while silently feeling like things were falling apart. But God is revealing now that nothing was truly breaking. It was being rearranged. What felt like loss was often a clearing. What felt like confusion was actually a redirection. There were paths you were never meant to continue, and doors that needed to close so that better ones could open at the right time. God is encouraging you to look at your past with new understanding. Not every moment was meant to be comfortable, and not every experience was meant to last. Some people came into your life to teach you strength, not to stay forever. Some situations tested your patience so that your spirit could grow beyond limits you once believed in. Even the moments that felt heavy with disappointment carried hidden lessons that are now shaping your future in ways you are only beginning to recognize. As this new phase approaches, there may be moments where you feel a mix of excitement and hesitation. This is natural. Growth often brings unfamiliar territory, and stepping into something new can feel both inspiring and uncertain at the same time. But God is guiding you to move forward with trust, not fear. You are not stepping into this new chapter alone. Archangel Michael is walking beside you, clearing away unseen doubts and protecting your path from energies that do not belong in your journey. There is a reason why certain desires in your heart have not faded. The dreams you keep returning to, the thoughts that gently pull your attention again and again, these are not random. God is placing those visions within you for a purpose. They are connected to something real, something possible, something that is meant to be experienced in your life. But before they fully manifest, there is a preparation taking place within you. You are being shaped into the version of yourself that can receive and sustain what is coming. God is also asking you to become more aware of your inner voice. There is wisdom within you that you may have overlooked, guidance that has been quietly speaking, but often ignored because of doubt or fear. This inner voice is not separate from divine guidance. It is one of the ways God communicates with you. When you begin to trust it, when you begin to listen without immediately questioning or dismissing it, you will find that clarity starts to replace confusion. There may be moments ahead where things start to move quickly, where opportunities appear unexpectedly, and where decisions need to be made without overthinking. In those moments, remember this: you have been prepared for this. The patience you developed, the strength you built, the lessons you learned, they are all part of your readiness. You are not stepping into something you cannot handle.
You are stepping into something you have been quietly prepared for all along.
Archangel Michael is strengthening your sense of courage, helping you release the fear of making mistakes. You do not need to be perfect to move forward. You do not need to have every answer before taking the next step. What matters is your willingness to trust, to act, and to remain open to guidance. There is a divine flow that is beginning to move through your life, and when you allow yourself to follow it, you will notice how things begin to align more naturally. God is reminding you that your worth is not defined by your past or by the opinions of others. There have been moments where you may have felt underestimated or misunderstood, where your efforts went unnoticed or your intentions were questioned. But those moments do not define who you are. They were temporary reflections, not permanent truths. Your value has always been intact, and now you are being guided to see yourself through a clearer, more truthful perspective. As you continue forward, pay attention to the changes in your energy. You may feel less drawn to things that once consumed your attention. You may find yourself seeking peace over noise, clarity over distraction, purpose over comfort. These are signs of your spiritual alignment deepening. You are evolving into someone who no longer settles for what does not resonate with your soul. And that shift is opening the door for something far more meaningful to enter your life. God is also preparing you for connections that will feel different from anything you have experienced before. These connections will not drain you or confuse you. They will support you, uplift you, and align with your growth. But for these connections to enter, space must be created. That is why certain relationships may have faded or changed. It was not to leave you empty, but to make room for something more aligned with who you are becoming. There is also a quiet strength rising within you that you may not have fully acknowledged yet. It is the strength that comes from everything you have endured, everything you have learned, and everything you have overcome. This strength is not loud or forceful. It is calm, steady, and unshakable. It allows you to move forward without needing constant reassurance. It gives you the ability to trust yourself even when the path is not fully clear. God is guiding you to hold on to that strength as you move into what comes next. There will be moments of decision, moments of change, and moments where your faith will be gently tested. But you are not the same person you once were. You have grown, you have evolved, and you are ready in ways you may not yet fully realize. As this transformation continues, you may begin to feel a deeper sense of peace settling within you, even before everything around you changes. That peace is not dependent on circumstances. It is a reflection of alignment. It is a sign that your spirit is coming into harmony with divine timing, trusting the process even when the outcome is still unfolding. And as you stand at the edge of this new beginning, there is something quietly becoming clear within your heart, that what is coming is not just different, but better than what you once thought you needed. That realization forming within your heart is not a coincidence, and it is not something temporary. It is a truth rising to the surface, one that has been waiting patiently for you to recognize it. What is coming into your life is not just another chapter. It is a shift that carries deeper meaning, stronger alignment, and a sense of peace that you may have searched for in the past but never fully found. God is bringing you into a space where things begin to make sense in a way they never did before. There was a time when you tried to hold on to what felt familiar, even when it no longer felt right. You may have stayed in situations longer than your spirit wanted, hoping things would change, hoping clarity would arrive. But God, in divine wisdom, allowed certain things to fall away, not to hurt you, but to free you. What left your life was not taken without reason. It was removed because it could not go where you are now being guided. God is revealing that this new phase is not built on confusion or uncertainty, but on clarity and truth. You are stepping into a time where your intuition becomes sharper, where your decisions feel more certain, and where your path no longer feels forced. The struggle that once clouded your vision is being replaced by a quiet confidence. You may not have all the answers, but you will begin to trust the direction you are moving in without needing constant reassurance. Archangel Michael continues to stand as a protector over this transition, guarding your energy and ensuring that what enters your life aligns with your highest good. There are unseen forces working in your favor, quietly arranging circumstances, aligning opportunities, and guiding people toward you who will support your growth. Even when you cannot see it, there is a divine order unfolding, one that is far more precise than anything you could have planned on your own. There is also a release happening within you, a letting go of fears that once held you back. The fear of failure, the fear of rejection, the fear of not being enough. These are no longer meant to control your decisions. God is gently removing these weights from your spirit, showing you that you are capable of far more than you once believed. The limitations you carried were never permanent. They were temporary barriers meant to be broken as you grew stronger. As you move forward, you will notice that things begin to align with less resistance. Doors that once felt impossible to open may suddenly become accessible. Conversations may flow more naturally. Opportunities may appear at the right moment without force. This is not luck. This is alignment. This is what happens when your actions, your energy, and your faith begin to move in harmony with divine timing. God is guiding you to remain grounded during this time. When blessings begin to unfold, it is important to stay connected to the same faith that carried you through your struggles. Gratitude will keep your heart open. Awareness will keep your spirit aligned. And trust will keep you moving forward without fear. What you are receiving is not случай. It is the result of everything you have endured, everything you have learned, and everything you have become. There may still be moments where doubt tries to return, where old thoughts attempt to remind you of who you used to be. But you are no longer that person. You have grown beyond those limitations. And in those moments, remember that Archangel Michael is near, strengthening your courage, reminding you of your progress, and helping you stay focused on the path ahead. You are not moving backward. You are moving forward, even when it feels slow. God is also placing a deeper sense of purpose within you. You may begin to feel called towards something that goes beyond your own needs, something that involves helping others, guiding others, or simply being a source of light in ways you did not expect. This purpose will not feel heavy. It will feel natural, as if it has always been a part of you waiting to be expressed. And as you follow it, you will find a kind of fulfillment that cannot be replaced by anything temporary. There is a moment approaching in your life where everything you have questioned will begin to answer itself. Not all at once, not in a way that overwhelms you, but gradually, gently, in a way that allows you to truly understand. You will see why certain delays were necessary. You will understand why certain endings had to happen. And you will feel a deep sense of gratitude, even for the moments that once felt difficult. God is reminding you now to fully embrace what is coming. Do not hold back because of past fears. Do not doubt because of past experiences. This is not the same situation, and you are not the same person. You are stepping into something that matches who you are becoming, not who you used to be. And that difference changes everything. As this message settles into your heart, take a moment to truly feel it. Let it ground you. Let it remind you that you are guided, protected, and deeply supported in ways you may not always see, but can always trust. Your journey is not случай, and your presence here, in this very moment, is part of something meaningful. If this message resonated with you, take it as a sign that you are exactly where you need to be. Share this message with someone who may need this guidance. Allow others to feel this same peace. And if your heart feels called, leave a comment affirming that you trust the path unfolding before you. And for more messages that continue to guide and uplift your spirit, stay connected and subscribe, because what is ahead in your journey is something you will not want to miss.